Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk English, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Anna.
Hello, Anna, and a very big hello to everyone listening today. It is wonderful to be here with you.
It really is wonderful. And David, you look very happy today. Did something good happen?
You noticed? Yeah. I actually got my paycheck this morning.
That explains everything. Payday always makes people smile.
It really does. I don't know what it is, but seeing money in my account just feels comforting.
I totally understand. Money can bring a sense of security, right?
Exactly. Not happiness, but definitely less stress.
That's a great way to say it. So today, we are going to talk about something very important and very real.
Yes, today's topic is talking about money.
Money is something we all think about, but sometimes we don't talk about it openly.
That's true. In some cultures, talking about money is even considered rude.
Yeah, especially things like salary or how much you have saved. People can feel uncomfortable.
But at the same time, it's a big part of daily life. We all need money to live.
Exactly. So today, we're going to talk about money in a simple, natural way, just like friends chatting.
And we'll share some personal stories too.
Oh, yes. I have many stories about money. Some good, some embarrassing.
Same here. Where should we start?
Let's start simple. David, what does money mean to you?
That's a deep question. For me, money means freedom.
Freedom?
Yeah, freedom to make choices, freedom to travel, to eat what I want, to help my family, things like that.
I like that. For me, money means security.
Security, yeah, that makes sense.
When I have some savings, I feel calm. I don't worry too much about the future.
Right, it's like a safety net.
Exactly.
But you know, when I was younger, I didn't think about money that way at all.
Really?
Not at all. When I was in my early 20s, I just spent money without thinking.
Oh no. What did you spend it on?
Everything. Clothes, food, going out with friends, and a lot of coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah, I used to buy coffee every single day, sometimes twice a day.
That adds up quickly.
It really does. At the time, I thought, oh, it's just $5, but $5 every day, that's a lot.
That's true. Small expenses can become big over time.
Exactly. I didn't realize it until later.
I had a similar experience.
Oh, really? Tell me.
When I got my first job, I was so excited. I finally had my own money.
That feeling is amazing.
It is, but I made a mistake.
Uh-oh.
I spent almost all of it in the first month.
No way.
Yes way. I bought clothes, shoes, makeup, things I didn't really need.
That sounds familiar.
And at the end of the month, I had almost nothing left.
That must have been stressful.
It was. I remember checking my bank account and thinking, oh no, what did I do?
That's a tough lesson, but a very important one.
Yes, that was the moment I started learning how to manage money.
Same here. Sometimes you have to make mistakes to learn.
Exactly. So now let's talk about saving money. Are you good at saving?
I'm better now, but I wasn't before.
What changed?
I started setting goals.
Goals, like what?
For example, I wanted to travel, so I told myself, okay, I will save a little money every month for a trip.
That's smart.
Yeah, because when you have a goal, it's easier to say no to spending.
That's so true.
Like, if I want to buy something expensive, I think, do I really need this, or do I want my trip more?
I love that thinking.
What about you? Do you save money?
Yes, I do. I try to save at least 20% of my income every month.
Wow, that's impressive.
It wasn't easy at first, but now it's a habit.
That's the key, habit.
Yes, and I also track my spending.
Oh, like writing down what you buy?
Exactly. I use a simple app on my phone.
That's a great idea.
It helps me see where my money goes. Sometimes I'm surprised.
In a good way or a bad way?
Mostly bad. Like, wow, I spent that much on snacks?
Snacks are dangerous.
They really are.
You know, another thing about money is earning it.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Do you enjoy working for money?
That's an interesting question. I enjoy my job, but I don't only work for money.
What else do you work for?
I work for experience, growth, and purpose.
That's a great answer.
What about you?
I agree. Money is important, but it's not everything.
Right.
We all need to live, but money isn't the only thing that makes us happy.
That's very true.
But at the same time, we need enough money to live comfortably.
Yes, it's about balance.
Exactly.
Let's talk about spending habits. Are you careful with money now?
I try to be, but sometimes I still make mistakes.
That's okay. We're human.
Last week, I bought a jacket,
Okay.
but I didn't really need it.
Was it at least a nice jacket?
It is a very nice jacket.
Then maybe it's okay.
That's what I told myself too.
Sometimes it's okay to spend money on things that make you happy.
I agree, as long as it's not all the time.
Exactly.
What's something you like to spend money on?
I love spending money on experiences.
Like traveling?
Yes, traveling, trying new restaurants, going to concerts,
That's awesome.
because those things create memories.
I like that. What about you? I like spending money on food.
Of course you do.
Hey, good food makes life better.
That's true.
And I also like buying books.
Oh, that's a good habit.
Yeah, I think books are a great investment.
Definitely.
Now, let's talk about something a little sensitive.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Talking about salary.
Oh, yes, that can be awkward.
Do you feel comfortable talking about how much you earn?
Honestly, not really.
Same here.
I think it depends on who I'm talking to.
That's true. With close friends, maybe it's okay.
Yes, but with strangers, no way.
Yeah, it can feel too personal.
Also, people might compare themselves.
And that can lead to stress or jealousy.
Exactly.
But sometimes, talking about money can be helpful too.
How so?
For example, when negotiating salary or learning about fair pay.
That's a good point.
If we never talk about money, we might not know our true value.
I agree.
So maybe the key is choosing the right time and the right person.
Yes, that sounds right.
Before we finish, I want to ask you one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you had a lot of money, what would you do?
That's a fun question.
Take your time.
First, I would help my family.
That's very kind.
Then, I would travel around the world.
Nice.
And maybe start my own small business.
That's exciting.
What about you?
I would do something similar. Help my family, travel,
Of course.
and I would also invest money to grow it.
That's smart.
Yeah, because money can work for you too.
That's a great idea.
But you know what?
What?
Even if we don't have a lot of money right now, we can still live a good life.
That's so true.
Money is important, but it's not everything.
Yes, happiness comes from many things: relationships, health, experiences.
Exactly.
So maybe the takeaway for today is
Be smart with money,
save a little,
spend wisely.
and don't forget to enjoy life.
That's perfect.
Thank you so much for listening today. We hope this conversation helps you learn English in a natural way.
And maybe also think a little differently about money.
We'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.